Alright. Top 5 numbers. Well, this is going to be an interesting one. Because, well, this is another community suggested one, and I think I know who suggested it. Top 5 numbers. Well, I know what my first one is, because obviously it's going to be that one. I think number 5. Well, the thing is, I don't know if it's just integers or larger numbers. Number 5, I'll perhaps go with pi, just because it's a very important number. It's extremely valuable when it comes to mathematics and understanding the universe and all that stuff, but I imagine every somewhat geeky, nerdy individual out there would probably list pi in their top 5 numbers, so that's why it's number 5, just because it's probably a bit blasé. Or passé, I think is the word, actually. Number 4. This is such a weird topic. I'm quite probably number 8. I like the shape of it. I do find it difficult to write because the bottom of it invariably ends up being much smaller than the top. I don't know how that happens, but 8 is a good one. You know, it's just a nice simple whoosh, but it crosses over and then you turn it over and it's infinity, so it's even better. Does infinity count as a number? Maybe it does. Number 3, I'm going to go with, well, once again, probably top 5 of every slightly geeky / nerdy person's list, but hey, we're going to go for it anyway. Googleplexianth. Now, there's a Google, which is, how many decimal places does it have? A Google, Googol. One Google is 1 times 10 to the power of 100. So, oh, come on, I don't want Google, I want a Google. How many decimals does it have? Well, it's a 1 followed by 100 zeros. A Googleplex is a 1 followed by a Google zeros. And a Googleplexian is a 1 followed by, you guessed it, a Googleplex zeros. But what's a Googleplexianth? Well, that's a curious one. Let me just double check. I think I know what it is, but I just want to be sure. Oh, Googleplexianth doesn't exist on Wikipedia. That's odd. It's basically like the small version. Or am I making this up? Well, I'll tell you what I thought it was, but apparently it doesn't exist. Maybe I'm making it up. Googleplexianth is the opposite of a Googleplexian. So it is not a Googleplexian amount of zeros, 1. So it's a very, 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 very tiny number. Quite entertaining. I like it. Just because it's of its absurdity. I cannot think what sort of uses would a Googleplexian or a Googleplexianth have? I mean, Googleplexianth apparently has no uses because it doesn't exist, but it exists now. But yes, that's number 3. Number 2. You see, if I was very clever, I would have put Euler's constant in here, but, well, I don't really know enough about it. So I guess we're going to go for infinity. It's a number now. I think it counts as a number, and it's a very important number, because it is the neurodiverse pride symbol flag, which I think is extremely important. It's, I can't exactly think what the neurodiversity flag looks like now, but I know that it's got, in the middle of it, it's got an infinity symbol that's like rainbow coloured. Very cool, and I appreciate it a lot. But also, infinity. It's not only a very cool word, but it's also the name of, well, the 3rd in the Marathon trilogy, and the 6th in the Halo trilogy. Yeah. Infinity. It's a good name. It's just occurred to me there's a ship in Halo called Infinity, and it hasn't shown up in Halo Infinite as yet in my playthrough. I feel like I missed a trick there. But anyway, number 1, no prizes for guessing this one, but it's, of course, 64. Nintendo 64, Mario 64, Commodore 64, a computer that I've never ever used. Yes, it's a good number. It's a strong number. It's got a nice rounded bit, but it's also got the solid 4. Depending on how you write your 4, it could be a whack, whack, whack. Or it could be a whack, 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 whack. Either way, 64. And it just sounds nice. It's nice to say. It's got a good flow. 64, you know. It doesn't get in its own way. It's not like other numbers. Can't think of any other numbers that would get in their own way, actually. I mean, numbers are always terrible if you speak in any language other than English. Numbers just are a pain in the butt. I'm thinking back to Spanish, where you say, instead of saying, for example, 64, you say 60 and 4. And then it just compounds the bigger your number gets. I don't know, it always seemed very convoluted when I was learning Spanish in GCSE. But anyway, 64, very nice number. And because I am not a mathematician and maths is not my strong suit, I really have nothing more to say about numbers. I appreciate their place and I do like them aesthetically. But they're numbers. I have nothing more to say about them. I'm sorry. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you all tomorrow.